Unless you are in a life-threatening situation, please shelter in place. Do not get out in your vehicles, get to moving around. We have so many roadways that are covered in water. You do not know what's underneath that water.
Escambia County Sheriff David Morgan, and you're listening to USA Radio News.
We all have health goals, but let's face it, you are living in some fantasy world if you think you are suddenly about to start eating better. In fact, have you thought of this? How many different servings of fruit have you eaten today? How many servings of vegetables? And sorry, Dad, French fries and ketchup don't count. The experts recommend eating over 10 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. That's where Balance of Nature comes in. With 3 fruit and 3 veggie capsules, Balance of Nature gives you all your daily recommended servings and contains 31 different fruits and vegetables. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off any new preferred order of fruits and veggies. Change your life now by calling 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or by going to balanceofnature.com and make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code USA.
President Trump is predicting great things ahead in the Middle East. The president hosting a White House signing ceremony for new accords that normalize relations between Israel, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates. And according to White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, more peace deals are on the way.
We are expecting to see other peace agreements in the near future. And this is bad news for Iran. You had a president who came in who tore up a nuclear deal that would have permitted Iran to get nuclear weapons as the sunset provision was reached. And now you have an Iran that no longer has that nuclear deal, that has been isolated on the world stage because we're making peace agreements between Israel and Arab nations.
A Senate committee on Wednesday authorized its chairman to subpoena 7 people, including spy Stephen Halper, in the ongoing review of the FBI's counterintelligence investigation against President Trump's campaign. And you're listening to USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here are some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled youmove.com.
Much of the western United States remains ablaze and choking on smoke as wildfires continue to rage. Fire crews are back on the front lines, battling dozens of fires that have already blackened millions of acres. While most of the confirmed fatalities have been in California, Oregon is now bracing for the worst. Also in California, smoke is making it hard to breathe for many people.
It's frustrating to see the flames shoot up and then die back down and then come back again. But just watching it and just the smoke level, you get tired of it.
It's been very unreal. I mean, smoke, it almost looks like fog every morning when you leave, and just the air quality has just been horrible.
Twitter has suspended the account of a Chinese virologist who claimed that COVID-19 was manufactured in a laboratory. Dr. Li Min Yang, a former researcher at the Hong Kong School of Public Health, went dark on the platform after she accused China of covering up evidence that the deadly virus came from a lab in Wuhan. Twitter is not saying why the woman was banned on their platform. The whistleblower released a paper on Monday on the open access repository website Zenote that says she backed up her claims and shows how the virus could be conveniently created in a lab setting in 6 months. More news online at usaradio.com or on Facebook at USA Radio. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The following is an America Matters media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
I'm your host, Debbie McCarthy. Matters Media, the home of quality conversation. And tonight we're going to quality conversation for like way over. This is Doug Hunter, by the way. So,
hi everyone.
So this show is going to be a special preview show highlight of My Hometown Heroes. So Doug Hunter, we're just going to improvise here. He didn't know he was going to get right on this quick. So you're a board member.
I am. I'm on the board of directors.
So tell us a little bit about why we're here.
Sure. My Hometown Heroes was founded 10 years ago by Danny Heinsohn. Danny, right after he graduated college, found out he had a brain tumor. He's been in recovery now, and since then started My Hometown Heroes to provide scholarships for cancer survivors of all ages. So tonight we're here to raise a few bucks so we can give a few more scholarships away.
So tonight we're actually making it a social distancing event where there's 3 restaurants, or not, well, I guess, yeah.
3 places.
3 places. So we have Engine 8 Urban Winery and Sparks. We have Mari Chewy's and Sparks across the way, and Pinion Beer, right?
Yeah, Pinion Bottle Company.
Bottle Company, and they have a food thing going on tonight.
Right, they have a food pairing as well. It's all down here right in the heart of Victorian Square in downtown Sparks.
And we love this place because if you were like looking, if you want to like relocate because of all the craziness in other areas, and you don't know where you want to buy your home, there's amazing properties all around this area. So just FYI, check out Sparks is rocking it.
Yep.
It really is a hometown. We love Reno, we love Sparks, but honestly, we're so grateful that Engine 8 is hosting us tonight. So we're excited about that. So also tonight, you're going to be able to hear some of the actual recipients.
That's right. There will be some past recipients and new recipients here tonight to tell their story.
And you know what? I was on the committee to read some of these. Oh my gosh, Georgia was too. Were you on that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the recipients shared their heart and soul with us.
Oh yeah. There's a full questionnaire that the recipients go through, and they're both from here in Northern Nevada and all over the country.
Yeah.
We have recipients from I think 30 states last year or something.
It was
Don't
a
quote me
lot.
on that.
No,
It was a lot. Yeah.
But that's what's cool is that by this, my hometown, our hometown heroes, we're about helping the bigger picture. You know we all are struggling, but you know what? We're here to make a difference worldwide. So we're really excited, and I'm so honored to be able to MC. We have Doug here MCing tonight, and Danny is out making sure all the volunteers know what they're doing. So we're kind of pre-event, not an event, we're just there's plenty of room, and we're excited to have our guests who want to participate go to these other venues.
Right. We have a fantastic deal going tonight where it's you buy a passport for $40 here at the door, or some have already done it online. You get here at Engine 8, you get a free glass of wine. Over at Mari Chewy's, it's free chicken taco.
I'm going to interrupt for one.
Oh.
Come on over here. Come on, just real quick. So all of you Reno guys, look at me, it's Debbie.
I'm not
So there is, come on over here. So just give a shout out to what you're going to be doing tonight. Just give us a shout out. Right here, talk in the mic and tell us what you're doing tonight.
Oh, we're playing for the Urban Winery and a fundraiser for the people that had cancer in high school
My
and
hometown heroes.
elementary.
So thank you. So this amazing guy, if you were in Reno, you go to the El Dorado Hotel Casino, Roxy. Georgia and I used to go, and
That's
we'd
right.
be dancing. I'd come in, so
She's wild.
what? No. Anyway, so throughout the night, if we see somebody we think who needs a shout out, we're going to be giving some shout outs. So before we go to our first break, I want to say that there are a few other things happening tomorrow night, depending on the craziness of the smoke. Dorinda's Chocolate on Riverside is having a chocolate and wine pairing. If you use the code ATD for About Town Deb wine pairing, you get a chance to win a huge El Dorado Wine County gift basket, which you can win tonight. If you're out there getting your stamps done, you have a shot tonight. And you're going to get wine tastings, and you can buy extra tickets that's going to benefit Children's Cancer Foundation and Danny and also us. We have a special place in our heart because of Maddie.
Just a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. There we go. So it's important with whatever we all do to always give back, no matter what. I know what Doug does and what Danny does. We always try to find a way to give back, whether it's a portion of a profit or a raffle ticket. We feel it's so important to do that. So there's one event. And then the Riverwalk District, they're struggling right now. Have
Yeah,
you
they are.
noticed? They are.
I mean, all the businesses are in town. You can really see it down there for sure.
Yeah, so they have a wine lock. So also for the wine lock, every bag you purchase, and you can go to About Town Deb Facebook page, $1 of every bag I'm personally donating to the Children's Cancer Foundation in Maddie's honor. A little bit at a
Thank
time.
you.
You know, it's,
I like
it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot, guys. It could be a little bit. So anyway, so what are you most excited about tonight before we go to break?
Well, I do want to, I want to share really Maddie's story. Maybe we'll do that the next break.
We'll do that the next break, because that's a big
But
deal.
tonight, we have 3 events. We're raising money to help people who really need help. Maybe their families have spent all their money on health care. And you know what? $1,000, $2,000 goes a long way to help pay for college. And these students really need our help.
Yes, they do. Well, we all, yeah. So it really is about, my wristbands before we go to break really quick. Together we're one heart. So we are all together in this, and we need to remember to be kind and be compassionate, and we all go through tons of stuff that we need help with. So be kind, be passionate. Stay tuned for the next segment of About Town Deb, my hometown hero special with special MC Doug and Danny's out working. We'll see him later. Stay tuned for About Town Deb, my hometown hero special.
Sliced fresh sandwiches every day, made right before your eyes. The port of Subway could be a smoking number 5 or a classic number 8, or maybe an Italian is your number 1 fave. Whatever you crave, prepare to fall in love. Sliced fresh sandwiches, port of Subs.
Enjoy the taste of summer with a Port of Sub Summer Classic Combo. You'll love the blend of hot and cold, crunchy, and creamy flavors with every bite of our sliced fresh turkey bacon avocado signature hot sub on limited time savory fresh baked garlic parmesan bread. Top it off with crispy, crunchy classic Lay's potato chips, an ice cold classic Coke, and a warm, ooey gooey chocolate chip cookie. Order ahead at portofsubs.com or on our app for delivery or takeout.
Whatever yummy number you're dreaming of, sliced fresh sandwiches, port of Subs.
Call Sursec Dental because you're worth it. They can make your smile perfect. You're gonna love your new smile. Sursec Dental for a perfect smile. Sursec Dental has a $125 special that includes a cleaning, x-rays, a free Sonicare toothbrush, and a free cosmetic makeover consultation. Sursec Dental for a perfect Call 827-1113.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and text us,
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to the second segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb with Doug Hunter. Hometown Hero Special Edition tonight. So, Doug, the volunteers are still out there working.
Yep.
So, if you're watching and you want to come in and you want to make a difference for many young adults and kids with cancer that have missed out on schooling because of not being able to go to school, they want to go to college, all that kind of stuff. They need to be here. So but it's all like limited numbers. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's the thing is we're open for business down here at both Mari Chewy's Pinion Bottle Company and here at Engineer Urban Winery.
In Sparks, Nevada.
That's right. Downtown Sparks, Victorian Square. We're open for business and everyone's serving. Yeah, we're taking our precautions. We're being, socially distant. There's a lot of masks in the crowd, which is what we all need to be doing. But yeah, we're here raising this money. I do want to say it again. We have Bob and Gary tonight.
If you ever went to the El Dorado Hotel, Casino in Reno at Roxy's, all you guys who do ballroom dancing, they're here because they need a home.
That's right.
And they got saxophone.
This here at Engineer Urban Winery is the only place in town where you can have live music 4 nights a week.
Yes, and people have made there's some extra seating still available, but people have made reservations and their names. They have their names on their tables. Like, how cool is that?
Again, it's the only place in town where we can do this. So come on down. There's inside, there's outside at all 3 facilities, so you can have a drink, have something to eat, and be safe.
Yes, and I know that one of my favorite menu items is the cauliflower margarita pizza. And when I walked in, Winnie goes, "I know you want your margarita pizza." So we have that on order. And so I'm waiting for my food. We're at our table. Doug's at the table. We got our beverages. He's got his water. We're ready to continue the show. So another reason why this is so important. So tell me a little bit about, why don't we just, number one, Winnie and Mike, Engineer Urban Winery, thank you.
Yeah, the Rossons are great people. It's a great family. They started this about 1.5 years ago, opened here in Victorian Square, and they do a great business, and they're part of the community. Yes. So important that we support them because of what they do for all of us.
I agree. And then Mari Chewy's right across the way, and then Pinion
Bottle Company.
Pinion Bottle Company. Yeah. I just think if there's beer there, but they're bringing amazing sliders tonight to go with them.
And most of us have been to Chewy's, Mari Chewy's in Midtown. They've been open here about 8 months, and they're doing a great job. It's the same menu. They have a full bar. It's fantastic. Come on down.
So come on down. So with that said, I know that you and I have another special connection. And I got to be careful because I get a little teary-eyed, and we both do.
Yeah.
And a couple, maybe it's almost been 5 years.
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
So it's been 5 years this month, I know, and it's my dad's anniversary as well. They're both up there smiling down on us. And I made a promise, and I'm sure Doug did too, that I would make sure that little Maddie Watkins' memory will be remembered forever. And honestly, cheese touch, just throw that. So Maddie would come up and go, "Cheese." There's some book, a children's book. What was it? The cheese touch. If you have younger, but she would come up to us, and then she would hit Doug or hit me, and then you'd have to hit somebody else, and you had to cross your fingers. It was this whole thing. But I promised her that I would always remember. And I would be there for the other children who went through what she did. So you think about all these young kids and high school kids and college kids who find out this horrible news, and they're like, how am I going to continue my education? What am I going to do? And sometimes their parents are struggling.
Yeah, well,
so
as recovery rates increase, we just have more students. We have more people that want to continue that education. And again, it's a tough thing to do financially after we go through treatments.
So that's why Danny thank goodness he's recovered and he's shining bright, and he's put together this amazing My Hometown Heroes nonprofit, and people like Doug, and there's many. Well, let's look at the list of some of the people. Let's just see some of the board members maybe who are a part of this. Let's give a few names, shout out.
Sure. Our board president is Pete Parker.
Oh.
And, Pete does a lot for cancer with some other organizations as well. Top-notch dude. Spider-Man's always in the house for us.
We always say that. Pete Parker.
Yep. Jen Eastwood.
So Foundry.
With the Foundry,
and
that's
Jen's
right.
a big part of the Reno Rodeo. Yep. So we love Jen.
Right. I'm Doug Hunter. I'm on the board. Yep. I'm with Silverwing Development. Happen to be the real estate developer for Victorian Square.
And I'm going to give a shout out. Because Silverwing Development, I don't know, hopefully I'll get this right. So when this whole thing started with the pandemic and the businesses were struggling down here, Silverwing wanted to make sure the people that were living in their apartments and stuff were given gift cards, I think, right? To go support the restaurants that were right here in their backyard.
That was the brainchild of my partner, Jay Witt.
Isn't that cool?
And Jay did a great job of making sure that everyone that lived down here got a gift card to all three places.
That's important.
Yep, it really is.
And I feel like if you're going to support your community and your community supports you back, for them to even think about how can I help my tenants? How can I help my renters? Well, you know what? I can give you gift cards so you could go have a nice meal and keep them open. So as we go through this, we're all back together. And that's so, I got to thank Doug too, because Doug is a part of all this. And whenever there's a new opening or a new place, Doug is here. And your whole team is here.
Yep.
And you're like, how can we help continue to keep this whole area thriving? And the event center was incredible, and now we can't have it. So I can't wait for that to open back up.
But I had lunch with the general manager of the Nugget last week.
Yes.
And while I can't tell you exactly who it is, there are some names for next year that will rival any venue in Northern Nevada, Northern California.
So there's a lot happening in this whole town of ours over here. And the best thing that's happening is that people are pulling together to make a difference for cancer and their survivors and going to school and education. So name a few more people.
Alec Rose, Coleman Smith. I just saw Coleman recently.
Okay.
Leonard Remington. We all know his wife.
Is that who it is?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah. I love that.
Brian Anderson. I just saw him. He with Granite Construction donated a ton of stuff, right?
Granite Construction, our little, what are these things called?
These are lanyards.
Lanyards. And if you notice what the lanyard says, I'll let you read it because I'm holding it up.
It says, "Fund the future, I funded the future." And this is a new program we're releasing just tonight for you to make monthly donations that can be as low as $5. Cost a cup of coffee. Each month can go to help fund these, or higher, of course. But this is being launched just tonight.
So you're right here, like you heard it first right here. And like I say, this is About Town Deb show, but honestly tonight it's not about Town Deb. It's about My Hometown Heroes. It's for your kids, your children, your nieces, your nephews, your neighbors who are struggling. And they all can apply for this, correct?
Yeah.
Anybody, any family member anywhere in the United States can apply for this.
We had winners last year that went from 17 years old up to 43 years old.
Oh, that's right.
Right. When this recipient wanted to go back to school, we got to help her. And it was really awesome.
So it's about education as well as about recovery.
That's true. Yep.
And to be educated. Oh, speaking of that, think how important that is right now with the whole pandemic. Think of all the kids right now trying to go to school. They really want to go to school and they're struggling.
Yeah.
So think about somebody who's gone through recovery and they want to go back and they've had a year off.
Well, and for Danny, this marks the 20th year of his remission this year. And that's why it's so important to us. And a 10th year milestone of having My Hometown Heroes. So we are talking about milestones, whether it's taking your first class after 20 years of not going to school or having a remission. That's what we're here for, is to help, the recovery.
So maybe a few more.
We have Morgan Brantner. I know she's usually around here. She's a lender.
Okay.
I don't know the company she's with now.
Okay.
Brian McNutt, he's right.
I know Brian's here.
Brian,
come here, Brian. Come on over.
This is Brian Anderson.
We have Brian Anderson coming or Brian McNutt coming? Brian Anderson's coming. Come on over here. We're just gonna like do this. That's what we do. So Brian, right here.
How's it going?
So talk right there. So Brian, so tell us why this is so important to you.
Well, I'm a cancer survivor myself. Started this last year, this whole process last year with Danny. Came to this event last year. It's a great charity. I got cancer in my college years, my junior year of college. So it's near and dear to my heart. And I work with a lot of people in the construction industry that, that have had this affected their life and stuff like that. So just wanted to give back. So join the cause.
Can I cry now?
Brian has been instrumental in getting us donations. The Granite Construction sponsorship is all because of Brian. His hard work, we can't say thanks enough.
Yeah, wouldn't be happier doing it anyplace else. So.
Well, we're gonna call you back up later in the show, so don't go too far.
All right, I'll be right over
So
here.
you know.
Thank you.
So isn't this cool? That I just want to cry. It's like I don't know. I'm very overwhelmed now because I can still picture. Go ahead, do another.
I got three more board members I just want to say.
Three more.
Garrett Winkelmeyer, Jen Walsh, and Chris Broline. I know Chris is not going to be here tonight. I just saw him at Eclipse Pizza a couple of nights ago.
Okay.
But yeah, these are all local folks. Most are survivors or family of survivors. And this does mean a lot to us.
So when we say, it's almost break time. So we come back. I want to say a little bit more about, does it matter what type of cancer? I didn't know that. So, so we're going to come back and we're going to take, we're going to go to our second break. We want your feedback. You can go to About Town Deb, go to our page, leave us a comment. You can text me at 775-741-2596. And hello to Grandma B. I know you're listening. I always do a shout out to my mom, which is what I do. I don't do the whole ear thing. I just say hello, Grandma B.
I'm doing it.
And then Aunt Glenda, and all of our family and friends who are listening. And here's Holman. He's over here taking photos. We want to give him a shout out because he's a local staple. How do you say that? No staple. A staple who always volunteers. We were just talking about that. So we're grateful that he's been a photographer for many years here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's About Town Deb and Deb Hunter.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay. Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please, have a seat. So here's the thing. When this company brought you on, we took a chance on you. You didn't have that 4-year college degree we typically look for.
Right.
But we gave you a shot anyway. And since then, you've worked incredibly hard and given it your all.
Thanks.
You've been an important asset to the team, but I don't think you can be an intern here anymore. We want to hire you.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Find your next great employee.
Introduce yourself to the Grads of Life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
I won't let you down.
I know. Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Are you shy and don't want to talk on the air? Text us your questions or comments to 775-237-2266. Now back to the show.
And we're back. Oh my gosh. It's already the third segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb. As I mentioned before, we are interactive. We would love you to join this party. So since I'm About Town Deb, that means my town, your town, any town, let's connect. So feel free to call us anywhere worldwide, 844-790-TALK, 844-790-8255, or chime in on any of the watch parties. And speaking of my town, your town, any town, I'm going to venture off a little bit because yesterday, Jazzy, George, and I went to South Tahoe. And I don't know whether if you've heard of Sample the Sierra. It is, if you're a local with Reno, Carson, Tahoe, El Dorado wine country, Sample the Sierra. We had to go virtual this year. So we're part virtual and we're part also you can go to different restaurants. So Jazzy, George, and I were blessed, and we were able to go to Cold Water Brewery, and we interviewed Debbie Brown, and she had a nickname of, was it Georgia, Downtown Debbie Brown. People are like, are you Downtown Deb? And I'm like, no, I'm About Town Deb, but I'll be any town you want. Well, she was actually Downtown Debbie Brown. And then her chef is Tashana. So we got to interview her. So check my Facebook page. The other restaurant we went to was the Gun Barrel Tavern and Eatery. And Chef Andrew, oh my God, he broke his foot. And he still came in and did the interview. And he was like, I don't really like to do interviews, but for some reason, maybe because I was trying to break a crab or something. And I don't know. I told him I had to, we won't even go there. Watch that interview. You'll see why that's so funny. And then we went to Gastromaniac, and I love pasta and pizza. So Chef Miko. And Chef Miko was in the competition. So if you watch the challenge, you will know that I don't want to be, I love all the chefs, but one of my favorite chefs from El Dorado County, Placerville, well, he's not really in Placerville, Poor Reds. Poor Reds is an iconic, it's more like, is it Placerville or Diamond Springs? More Diamond Springs. So Chef Dean Hyatt. So thank you, Chef Dean. He won it, and I got to be there to give him his trophy and a knife. So it was a little scary. But so I just want to let you know that we are About Town. My town, your town, any town. And we are in Sparks, Nevada at Engine 8 Urban Winery. And we want to thank Wendy and Mike. And I may try to get Danny over here. Or Doug's coming back, so we're good. So Doug is going to come back. Hold on.
You have to get some sangria.
Oh, sangria. There you go. So I'm going to be on. Can I just be honest? So
well, I hope you.
I am always honest. So I keep it real. So I decided that I'm going to have wine later on, but I went over to Chewy's and I got a to-go plastic cup. So I had him create an About Town Deb freshing spritzery thing, and I put it in a wine glass. So sometimes I want to have wine, sometimes I don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. But that'll be for later when I get my pizza. So Doug, tell us a little bit more about my hometown. Whatever you want to talk about, the mic is yours.
I want to talk about this event we're at. Again, it's Heroes Night Out. Last year was our first one, and it was a huge success.
It was great.
Yeah. This year, I think we raised $17,000 in 10 minutes last year, which was our biggest deal ever. Right?
So is that when you were up and you were saying, can I get a 5? Can I get a 10? That was incredible.
Yeah, we had great energy. Well, we're going to try to do that again this year, but we just need to spread out a little bit. But you can come down here and get yourself a passport, which includes the bracelet, this little pamphlet and flyer. It tells you where to go and what you get. For example, like here at Intonate Urban Winery, you get a free glass of wine and 30% off the rest of your bill.
Oh, okay. Chewy's. Oh my gosh.
Chewy's is a great deal.
I did it.
Yeah, you get a free chicken taco.
Oh.
And then if you want anything else off the
You
meal
get chips
tonight,
and salsa.
Yeah, chips and salsa included as well. 20% off the rest of your bill today, and then 10% off the rest of the month if you bring your passport.
And I'm telling you that George and I, like, we're going to sneak back because I'm like, so what do he goes, I go, what do I owe you? Nothing. Who says that? Nothing. I didn't have to pay for my chicken taco and chips. It was cool.
And at Pinion, it's happy hour all night. That's $1 off any beer. Right. And they have pulled pork sliders from Cherry Bomb Catering.
Cherry Bomb. Okay, Cherry Bomb is another staple of our area, and they totally are always there helping our nonprofits and each other.
You know, again, it's about all our community. You know, we've all been here for a long time. We love this place, and we love it for a reason. And one of those reasons is people.
So if you, you know what? So my hometown heroes, I maybe we didn't get back to that. We did say, or maybe I missed it because I'm so excited to be here. I just love our community. So any cancer. So Jazzy Georgia, I'm going to give her, I know she doesn't like to be on camera. She's also a survivor of breast cancer. How many years? Just 20. Oh, you're like Danny. So her and Danny are in their 20 year. And Aunt Glenda, if you're listening, congratulations. You battled quite a bit of that and you're surviving. So I'm very grateful that my Aunt Glenda, who's in Palm Desert, is also a survivor. So you go ahead. Just do that. It's all you. Yes, it's all you.
In August of 2009, founder Danny Heinsohn decided to register to compete in the Ironman Canada 2010 to celebrate his 10th year of brain cancer remission. In May 1999 through July 2000, Danny's friends, family, and medical team were his heroes as he battled through these bad things. 3 craniotomies.
Oh.
Yeah, and Danny still has the scars to show it. You know, it was no joke. He lost a big chunk of his nugget. Anyway, followed by 12 months of chemotherapy to the brain. They were there for his hope and his inspiration through those tough times. Not longer after he registered for that Ironman Canada, Danny wanted to raise $10,000 to symbolize 10 years of remission. Yeah, as he trained for that big race, he brought together a few of his trusted colleagues, and it was decided that My Hometown Heroes would be a scholarship fund for young cancer survivors.
Well, you know what? Danny is just about ready to come join us. So this is perfect timing.
I do want Danny to tell the rest of his
story. No,
story.
we do, but this is perfect timing.
This is a big deal. Danny is a fraternity brother of mine from way back in the day, and he's a good friend. Please welcome Danny Heinsohn.
Okay, Danny. Can we cry now? I'm just like, oh!
We got 2 DHs in the house. Are we live?
Yeah.
We're live. So Danny, come a little bit closer. We're gonna do a cheers.
All right.
And for all of you out there who are struggling and battling, or even you guys who are celebrating every day, we are here with you, and we're grateful that you are here watching us. So, Danny, go ahead and tell a little bit about.
I just told them about your journey to get to starting with My Hometown. Let's hear from you there.
Yeah. So 10 years remission. 10 years remission is a big year milestone. And, you know, in the cancer community, you know, we have a lot of milestones throughout our journeys to where, okay, like 1 month out of chemotherapy, cancer free is a big deal. 1 year out's a huge deal. And then when you get to 5 years, it's quote unquote cured when you get to the 5 year mark. So I've started this tradition, like every 5 years, I try to do something really big. And so in 2010, I did Ironman Canada, and I decided I was going to start something, raise $10,000. It ended up being My Hometown Heroes. And the first 5 years, it was really kind of a passion. I didn't really know how to build or run a business, and it was kind of all over the place. And I started getting national recognition for the work I was doing. And I just felt like there's a bigger calling, so I decided to leave my corporate job and go all in on the foundation and really try to scale this thing to something that's sustainable, that, you know, is built to last. And from the past 5 years, so the first 5 years we did $30,000 in scholarships, and the second 5 years, 2016 to now, we've quadrupled our impact and capacity. You know, we got amazing people like Deb, Doug, and Georgia on our side, and you know, we've done 30,000 the first 5 years. We've done about 120,000 the second 5 years.
That's a huge jump, just so you know.
Yeah. So I feel like we're, we get to one milestone and we feel like we're just getting started again. So we have this program that we're launching tonight called Fund the Future. And we feel this is where we're really going to take off into the next 10 years. We get this thing cranking, we're doing $10,000 or $15,000 a month in scholarships. Just with this program alone, we're not even talking about like big events like this. We could easily do $100,000 in scholarships a year with this program alone once we start getting it rolling.
Well, I love the idea that we had mentioned earlier that it's for anybody, anywhere in the world, in a sense. I mean, how many different states have people sent in an application?
So we're a national organization, and anybody who's a resident of the United States is eligible to apply. And it's if you ever review the scholarship applications, it's a tough choice. Because they're all deserving. They all have incredible stories, and the way we score our scholarship candidates is on 5 different criteria. Survivorship, the degree of difficulty they went through, financial need. And when you apply for a scholarship, applying for a scholarship is much like applying for a job.
It is.
So you can have gone through hell and back, but if you don't tell us a good story, it's going to be hard to rank you up there. So, you really need to work on your resume skills and your writing skills, and we have I guess we'll talk about that into the next segment.
Yeah, good job.
We launched an initiative called the Survivor Summit this year. So it's a one-day conference where cancer survivors, healthcare professionals, we all get together, we talk about leadership and all that good stuff. And that's where we're going in the next few years. So.
But for right now, where we're going to go is on another break. It's that time again. So if you're listening, remember, we're online at americamatters.us on the airways, 1180 a.m. You can always watch us on YouTube, About Town Deb, all over Facebook. But for right now, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to continue to talk to Danny and Doug. And we're so honored you're here with us tonight. It's About Town Deb, My Hometown Hero Special. Stay tuned.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
Ponderosa Meats, the anchor of Midtown since 1954. USDA choice, USDA prime cut. Ponderosa grass-fed beef. Call 775-322-4063. Ponderosa Meats, tradition, quality, and prime service.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
Hi, this is Eddie Floyd. Let me tell you about my favorite non-profit public charity, Wainema Wild Horse Sanctuary, located on the Forsyth Ranch in Hallelujah Junction area. And please go to www.wainemaranch.com. That's WYNEMA ranch.com.
So here's the choice. Some people say the USA is finished. It's evil, a has-been, full of hate and injustice. The U.S. Constitution should be trashed and the Bill of Rights abolished. No free speech, no gun ownership. Competition and free markets are bad. We're all too stupid. For our own good, the government must own everything and know all your secrets.
Other people say that America has created the freest, richest, happiest, most generous society that has ever existed in the world. That's why millions of people are desperate to come here and escape their brutal lives in Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, and 100 other countries.
In America, we have the right to succeed, the right to our own living, the right to have a family, the right to believe in God, the right to have our own ideas, the right to be safe and secure, and the right to be left alone.
Where do you stand? Help us save the Constitution and restore the American dream. Go to SaveMyFreedom.com.
Brought to you by the American Media Council.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
GreatBasinHighway.com, Great Basin Highway Magazine, radio show. Visit GreatBasinHighway.com and sign up for a free online subscription to our magazine.
Want to expand your advertising dollar? Sponsor this or any America Matters program by calling 775-827-8900, extension 2. Now back to the show.
Oh, so welcome back. It is. We're back for the fourth. We're not the final because this week we're going long time here. We're going to throw that football and we have some amazing. See how that just came in? Oh my gosh. I said we're going to throw a football and we have some, well, are those football jerseys or basketball jerseys?
Those are
Here I thought I was clever.
But we do have a Joe Montana Notre Dame football jersey right over there.
So that was
silent auction.
That was a Debbie moment. I assumed those were football jerseys, but they're basketball jerseys. And I see, is that Michael Johnson?
That's Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. There's O'Neal.
Dr. J. Let me just take over from here.
Take over. Tell us
about legendary Joe Montana Notre Dame jersey over there. You're probably familiar with the chicken soup game. If you aren't, let me know.
I don't even know what that is.
In the legendary Mickey Mantle.
He's baseball, right?
Mickey Mantle.
My son loves Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
I might have to bid on that. Josh and Joey, you're listening. Let me know.
Yes. The bidding at the mantelpiece starts at $250.
All right.
Everything else is $150. Starting at $150. Bid increments are $20 a piece.
And so who donated the sports memorabilia?
Fleet Heating and Air.
And I want to thank Doug. Did Doug help us with that?
Doug had that connection over there, so he made that happen.
So it's all really, honestly, guys, you need to think about this. Your connection to the community, you may not realize you may know somebody, you know somebody who can help us procure items or just come and join us. Or you may be able to tell us there's somebody in your family who is suffering or recovering from cancer. So really it is about connecting and sharing your story with us.
So in addition to helping fund scholarships for college-bound cancer survivors, you can do all that while having an amazing time here at Heroes Night Out in Victorian Square, starting at Engine 8 Urban Winery.
In Sparks, Nevada,
Sparks, Nevada. And you get your Heroes Night Out passport. When you get your Heroes Night Out passport for a $40 donation, you get a complimentary pour from Engine 8 Urban Winery, complimentary glass of wine. You get free tacos from Chewy's.
I had one,
across
remember?
the street
Yummy.
over there. And Pinion Bottle Company is doing happy hour all night. And with Pinion Bottle Company, we have Cherry Bomb Catering doing sliders. So get your asses down here.
Can we say that? You can maybe,
So come on,
get your donkey down here.
Come on down here, get some free eats, and then Chewy's also offering 20% off your entire bill. So you can have your whole evening covered here for the night and help a great cause.
So with these items, I gotta say, I know that my boys, I know a lot of people love to have the sports memorabilia. So is there a way, I don't know, is there like an online link at all or what?
So the bidding for the silent auction item starts at $150. Bid increments are $20. We have a Shaquille O'Neal Lakers jersey, a Magic Johnson Lakers jersey, Dr. J. Julius Erving 76ers jersey, an autographed Joe Montana jersey from Notre Dame, and then a signed Mickey Mantle poster.
But can you bid on them from home?
If you want to bid on them, feel free to, let's see, where do we?
Text About Town Deb, I don't know, 775-741-2596. I'm okay with that. 775-741-2596. You can post, well, I don't know if I want to say post on here. You can, but Georgia's manning it. Better if you just text me, 775-741-2596. And at some point, I can take you over there. I can let Danny take over the mic. I can go over there. I can FaceTime with you and let you see it if you really want to see it.
I could grab one of those and bring it over.
Just go grab one. So we're going to go grab one so you can see the quality of items that we have here. But I really feel, as About Town Deb and Jazzy Georgia's here manning that, it's really important that we give back to our community. And I love the idea that we have our new program coming up, which is Fund the Future. I think, okay, so Danny's going to show us this right now. So check this out. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Wow. So this is the autograph, and it's totally official. Oh my gosh.
It's certified. It's authentic. Seal of authenticity.
So what's the minimum bid?
So this starts at $150.
$150, guys.
Everything starts at $150 except for the Mickey Mantle poster that starts at $250.
So this is actually it's a donation, correct?
Yep.
So this is a donation. So if you bid on this, your donation is going to go to My Hometown Heroes, and you're going to make a difference in a life of a young adult child battling cancer, recovering from cancer, that needs to go back to school for scholarships. It is amazing. I know that I would have to get two of these, one basketball, one football, because I have two boys, and they'd be like, what, you get that? What about me? Or you could do what About Town Deb does. You bid on it, then you redonate it. That's what I do. So you bid on something, and then you take that item and you redonate it. So it's a win-win for everybody. But anyway, I'm just so grateful to be here at Engine 8 Urban Winery. I'm going to have Danny, when he's on his way back, he's going to give a shout out to our host partners. Tell us about our host partners, Danny.
Our host partners, our three host partners, actually four host partners tonight, is here, Engine 8 Urban Winery, providing the complimentary pour. Our other hosts are Chewy's Mexican Cantina right across the street, offering free tacos, and then Pinion Bottle Company right across the way. It's happy hour for the rest of the night if you have your Heroes Night Out passport. Plus, Cherry Bomb Catering is over there for pulled pork sliders that come along with your Heroes Night Out passport.
So tell us about our champion partnerships. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this has been a challenging year for everybody with the whole social distancing, and we've had a couple of our partners pull out because they got to take care of business, which is totally understandable. But at the same time, we've had other amazing community partners step up, and we have many of them, and I mean, definitely massive props to those guys. I want to thank Granite Construction Sign and Supply Shop. Brian Anderson is actually a cancer survivor who sits on our board. He's right across the way.
We got to talk. He's going to come back later, but we did talk to him a little bit.
We'll be back later.
Yes.
Axia Home Loans has stepped up huge this year. We were a part of their $3,000 Passions project, so that $3,000 going directly to scholarships.
So tell us what that, you said Passion Project. Tell us about that.
So Axia Home Loans, that's an initiative for nonprofits that might be struggling through COVID. And we applied for it, and we have great alignment with them because one of the gentlemen over there is a cancer survivor as well.
I love it.
That $3,000 going to scholarships for the spring of next year. And then Foundry, our dear beloved Jen, who's on our board. She's.
Can we say? I don't think we can say enough about Jen, right?
Yeah,
we love Jen.
We can say about Jen. I know she's busy with the client right now, but she's trying her best to get over here. So those are our champion partners, and then our hero partners is amazing. Jesse Calder Law has stepped up huge this year. He's a cancer survivor too. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
He's a very avid mountain biker, so he's always posting a lot of cool stuff on Instagram and Facebook. United Federal Credit Union, they're actually here with us tonight. They're helping out with some of our passport stops, and they've been incredible working with this year for the second year in a row. Breakthrough Network.
Oh, I love that.
They'll be coming in here, probably the next hour or so, and About Town Deb, of course. So I want to give a huge plug to Deb because she's like crazy busy, especially this past couple weeks. Yeah. But despite all of her busyness, she's she just does whatever it takes to help make things happen for local businesses. And
Thank you.
Her heart's in the cancer community, the young adult cancer community, and we could talk a little bit more about that. But I mean, in the midst of everything she's doing, she managed to put together two amazing gift baskets for us for our Passport Grand Prize winners. And then Michael Tragash from Yelp.
Yes, we love Michael. We love Yelp.
I think he has an event tonight with Imbibe.
Oh,
it's one of our Heroes Side In stops over the summer.
Yes.
So Michael, thank you so much for bringing that crowd to us. And Mark Studios, Mark McKinnon over there, who's also a Q Pass that makes backstage passes. They do a lot of our printing.
Okay.
They made our.
Okay. I need. You know what? I've heard a lot about them. I don't think I've actually met them. We need to have them come up at some point. Just saying. I want to meet them. Okay.
And then our impact partners. Hey Frank is an ad agency, marketing agency.
Okay.
I'm really good friends with Bill. I used to work with him for several years, and he designed our Heroes Night Out passport program.
Did a great job, by the way.
Amazing, brother. I love you. Bill used to design all my stuff for my sports clients, like the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Ravens. So, your company, Frank Himmler of RV Roof Dog. He does roof refurnishing for RVs. And then Rush Hour, Kelly Rush.
Thank you. The next hour is compliments of Rush Hour. So thank you.
So thank you, Kelly, for donating your hour to us from 5 to 6. And let's see, Debbie McCarthy. Oh yeah, and then Fleet Heating and Air. So Fleet Heating and Air was the one responsible for bringing the John Montana, the Magic Johnson.
That's a big deal.
Jersey. So, I mean, for $150, that's the starting bid. $20 increments from there. You can get an amazing piece of memorabilia.
Okay, I'm so going to do that. I have to bid on something tonight. I don't know which one, though.
So if you're a sports fan, we have Mickey Mantle, we have Joe Montana, we have Julius Living, Dr. J, we have Magic Johnson, and we have Shaquille O'Neal jerseys. Autographed, they're all certified authentic.
So with that said, we're not really going, normally my thing would be, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We will be back next week, but we're back the next hour and a half. And then the last two segments will be, I think, maybe a best of last week's show. I'm not sure. So we're so grateful to be here. So don't go away at the top of the hour, right? Come back, because we have lots more people to thank. We're going to be bringing some cancer survivors, right, over so you can meet them. So it's About Town Deb with City Talk. We'll be right back. Love you, Danny. We love Doug. We love your whole team. We'll see you soon. Don't go away.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
As humans, we ask ourselves all kinds of questions. But what if we were forced to ask ourselves a question every day that affected the outcome of the most basic things, the most important things in our lives? The question is, what is your sexual orientation or gender identity? And the answer is the difference between keeping your job or getting fired. The answer is the difference between staying in your home or getting evicted. The answer is the difference between receiving medical treatment or not. Because in 31 states, it's legal to discriminate against people based on their answer to this question. LGBT Americans have the right to say I do, but they don't have the same basic rights as everyone else. Get the facts at beyondido.org. Brought to you by the Gill Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is America Matters Media Radio, heard worldwide on the web at americamatters.us and on KCKQ 1180 AM, Reno.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden, speaking in Wilmington, Delaware, says he'll follow the science if he wins the White House.
I'm more hopeful than ever in the power of science to get us there. But one thing is certain, we can't allow politics to interfere with the vaccine in any way.
As the debate in Washington, D.C. continues over a new coronavirus relief package, President Trump believes we need to go big.
I like the larger amount. I've said that. Some of the Republicans disagree, but I think I can convince them to go along with that because I like the larger number. I want to see people get money. I want to see it wasn't their fault that this happened. It was China's fault.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying her Democratic caucus is committed to staying in Washington until they reach an agreement with Republicans on additional coronavirus relief. This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I've always taken care of myself. I always cook my own food. I just was losing steam, which is very unusual for me. And I said, you know what? A lot of our foods, they don't have the nutrients they did 100 years ago. So I took a chance with Balance of Nature, and I see a difference. Before I took Balance of Nature, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I found myself napping. Well, that's not happening anymore. I finally found something that's the real deal. And I'm just very happy with Balance of Nature.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany is condemning anti-police protests after the shooting of 2 Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies this past weekend.
To the protesters blocking the entrance and exit of the hospital emergency room, yelling, "We hope they die." Truly despicable behavior.
The 2 L.A. County deputies are expected to survive after sustaining extensive injuries. Still no word from Los Angeles Laker and Black Lives Matter supporter LeBron James regarding L.A. Sheriff Alex Villanueva's challenge that he match the reward money for the gunman who ambushed the 2 deputies. Nearly 24 people are hurt after 2 cranes collided in Austin, Texas. At least 16 people were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. It happened at a construction site where the first responders said the crane wires became entangled. And retail sales rose 0.6% last month. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here are some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled youmove.com.
Kenosha, Wisconsin Fire Chief Charles Lepeg says the damage from the rioting and looting over the police shooting of Jacob Blake has now topped $11 million in Kenosha. A company called Property Claim Insurances has tracked insurance claims since the rioting and looting took place, and what they're saying is the damage that occurred will at least be $1 billion to $2 billion in paid insurance claims. Republican Senator from Florida, Marco Rubio, saying peaceful protesting is fine, but the violence and looting has to stop.
A lot of these small businesses that were looted and destroyed or had to close because the streets were unsafe, a lot of them were owned by the very minorities that these rioters allegedly were out there in favor of. And look, it's really important to point the difference. That if somebody wants to go out and hold up a sign and scream and be loud because they are against something that's happening in our country, whether you agree with them or not, that's their constitutional right. What you don't have a right to do is set fires and attack police stations and kill people in the streets and burn down buildings and loot businesses. And that's what's happened here.
The Big Ten restored its 2020 football season, a surprising reversal in its response to the coronavirus that reflects some pressure to push forward with college sports as the pandemic continues to hit campuses across the country. The season will start on the 23rd and 24th of October, which will allow teams to play an 8-game schedule. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The following is an America Matters Media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
Is it that time? It's welcome back. It is About Town Deb. Normally right now you're hearing Kelly Rush say it's rush hour. So we want to thank Kelly Rush for the rush hour for donating her hour from 5 to 6 on Wednesday with America Matters Media. When Danny said, hey, do you think we could go live and stay? And I'm like, let me ask Kelly. And then we're going to stay a little bit longer. And Christian, thank you, offered to help us with that. So I'm with Danny Heisen here, right, Danny, with My Hometown Heroes. And we have all of our buds are coming in, and Jen Eastwood just came in the house, and I saw Jen. So Jen, just come over here. We're just going to bring her over. So there's Jen. So we've been talking about Jen the first hour with Foundry, and she's a member of the board. And she's a huge part of this and the Reno Rodeo and the Denim Drive and all that stuff. So she's a staple of Reno, Sparks, the whole area. So I just had to because she was doing another meeting or something and a client, and she made it here. So that's how important these board members take this. They make every effort to be here. So thank you, Jen. Well, you have anything you want to say while you're part of this, while we got you here?
I just showed up. It looks like I'm ready for a glass of wine, that's for sure.
And isn't that glass free?
With your passport.
With your passport.
I know.
If you don't already have your passport, I'm sure you guys can cover this.
I already got one.
You get a free glass of wine, you get free tacos, and you get free pulled pork.
I already had a free taco. It was so good.
And happy hour till 10 at Penny Bottle Company. Good times.
It's good times. Get out here, yes.
Yeah, can't wait to see everybody.
Okay, so come on out. I'm going to bring you back to Danny, and then Jen, come back later.
All right, I'm off to get wine.
Go get your wine. So, Danny, where would you like to go next? I'm going to hand this over to you for right now, for a little bit. Where do you want to go now?
I want to go back to the food.
Yes, okay, I like to.
Because if you don't have plans tonight yet, this is the place to be. Let me tell you why. So not only your participation helps fund a future for college-bound cancer survivors, but when you purchase a passport or make a donation for $40, you get free tacos, you get a free glass of wine, you get free pulled pork sliders, and plus you get happy hour specials. So
did we say free?
We said free, yes.
For your donation for the passport?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so you're helping fund futures for college-bound cancer survivors, and you're supporting local businesses.
So that's like a win-win-win.
Yes, and we have so much real estate out here and plenty of room for social distancing.
There's so much room.
We have a live band coming on in 22 minutes here at Engineer.
Well, I don't really want to say band. So if you were a big El Dorado wine, so I'm like El Dorado wine country, but our El Dorado casino, the Row with Silver Legacy, at Roxy's, which they can't do it now. Was it Georgia? Is it Tom and what's the Gary and Bob? So Bob, it plays the saxophone, and everybody loves to dance there. And they are now here. For right now, this is their new home. So you need to come down here. A lot of people have already reserved their spots because it's social distancing, but there's still plenty of open spots. But you're going to hear this music that's like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. It's like, wow, like you need to come down because there's not a lot of music happening. So please come down. But more important, tell us again why they need to come down, who it's benefiting. One more time.
So this is the 10th year anniversary of My Hometown Heroes of bridging the gap between cancer and college. And 10 years. So it's a 10-year anniversary. It's an opportunity for us to make some noise and celebrate. So we're celebrating every day about something. So no matter what you're going through right now, there's always something to be grateful for. When you have something to be grateful for, you have a reason to celebrate. So if you're trying to get out, you want to socialize, you want to have a good time in a very socially safe environment. We are 100% COVID compliant over here. And I mentioned before that with your Inside Out passport, you get free tacos, a free glass of wine, and free pulled pork sliders over at Pinion Bottle Company, provided by Cherry Bomb Catering. Isn't that enough reason for you to come out, socialize, get out of the house, and make some connections?
And so can we say again, Cherry Bomb Catering, way back when I first started radio chit chat, About Town Deb, Trace Bensley with Caliber Hair and Salon, Cherry Bomb was just starting out, they had been there, but now they've made a name for themselves, and they're always there with the charities. So I really want to say thank you to Cherry Bomb, because I'm Dawn, but it's so cool. Like, we've had meetings, and they provide this amazing, like, if you have a business meeting, they'll come and bring you a box lunch. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing. But I'm looking at the few of the tables that are out here, and Doug is back over here, and Doug has this amazing group of buds. So tell us who's here of our buds who have been, like Matt. We talked about Maddie, yeah. So is Maddie's dad here?
Maddie's dad, Tim Watkins, is here. Bill Fisher with Fleet Heating and Air. They donated all the silent auction gifts tonight. And Dominic Gentili, who's with some local builder. It's not me, so I don't really care.
Be nice.
No, but yeah, the crowd's starting to file in. I just came back from Pinion.
Oh, how are they doing?
Fantastic. Pork sliders. Yeah, the pulled pork sliders from Cherry Bomb Catering are fantastic. So all three locations have great stuff going on. Make sure you stop at all three.
And you know what? Now more than ever, we all need you. If you've ever thought about venturing out, put your mask on, get on down here, go in one of these local, and they're all local, like they're homegrown, please. And we need you, and they need you.
Yeah, and, if you don't know Sparks, you don't know Victorian Square.
Now's the time.
Put 1240 Avenue of the Oaks in your GPS. It'll get you right down here. There's 800 parking stalls in the garage right behind the movie theater. Did you guys talk about the movie theater yet?
I was going to bring that up. Talk about the movie theater.
So the movie theater is back open, full social distancing. You can get tickets online. You can go see a movie. And if you haven't seen Tenet yet, you need to, because that is incredible.
Tell me your experience when you went to the movie. What was it like? How it's changed?
I went opening night 2 weeks ago. It was so fantastic just to be able to sit there, watch a movie, have popcorn and a Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Yep. Coke Zero. I think someone's doing a COVID thing. He's losing some weight. He's doing good. Yes, he is. Now you are. It's a whole COVID thing. I already made that decision like 3-4 months ago to get off the Zoom wine call. Oh, it's time for break. We'll be right back. So hang tight. It's About Town Deb. We'll be right back.
At A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, we've been accomplishing happy feet for over 30 years.
We offer a various range of shoe styles and sizes for both men and women. From all-season shoes and orthotics to work boots and safety shoes, our professional and reliable staff possesses the knowledge to help you find the proper shoes to fit your needs. Hard to fit? Hard to find?
A Proper Fit Footwear is here to give our customers happy feet. We make people aware of potential foot problems as we're sizing their feet, suggesting the right arch support, and guiding them to the proper shoes for their needs.
Stop by A Proper Fit Footwear at 4001 South Virginia Street in the Reno Town Mall today, and allow the owner Mike Jones and our fabulous staff to find the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your specific needs.
A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, the home of happy feet, where comfort and your feet meet.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. I'm here to warn you about telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Some of these scammers may say threatening things like you will be arrested if you don't make payments or provide personal information. Do not fall for these tricks. These calls are not from us. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you for information or money. If you receive a call like this, hang up. Never give the caller your personal information, like your Social Security number or bank account, or send money in any form cash, gift cards, wire transfers, or prepaid debit cards. Report the call to our law enforcement arm, the Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. Share this information with your friends and family.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Unable to listen to the whole show? A recording of today's program will be available later today. Visit americamatters.us and click on the podcast link. Now back to the show.
And welcome back. I'm hoping this is the second segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb. So the funny thing is, this is really Kelly Rush's Rush Hour. So you're going to hear me saying a little bit of both. But the most important thing, we are here tonight to celebrate my hometown heroes and to make a difference and contribute and to help cancer survivors with their education. So Danny here, 20 years, right? Has it been 20 years
remission as of August.
So this is Danny's nonprofit, My Hometown Heroes. I would love you to introduce our next guest. And then I just want to hear a little bit about why it's so important.
Yeah, so as I mentioned on the last segment, in the cancer survivor community, milestones are a big deal. 1 month out, cancer-free is a big deal. 1 year out, 5 years are considered cured. And, every 5 years, I personally do something big to celebrate. So this is a 20-year remission from brain cancer for me. So I've got other things I'll talk about at another time. But over the past 5 years, we've really started to really grow the infrastructure of the foundation. We've quadrupled our growth and impact on the amount of money we award and expanding our presence within the community locally and nationally. And, one of our more recent board members is Brian McNutt, standing right next to me. And this guy's incredible, one of the most humble people I've ever known. Just a fine young gentleman. And he's with Maslow Creative. And if you guys are looking to get a new website dialed in, these guys are extremely thorough. They seek to really understand what your brand is about, and they go in deep to make you guys look really good. Brian, you want to take it from here?
So Brian, come a little closer here. It's all about Brian. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to adjust this because he's a tall one. We got a tall one here. So I kind of like him tall, but that's Georgia thing. So Brian, I just had to throw that in there. We got to have a little bit of Debbie talk around here. So Brian, as Danny had said, tell us why this is so important to you and why you're here tonight and why they should be here tonight, or at least donating online tonight. Tell us why.
Yeah, absolutely. Come down to help out, young cancer survivors that are, fighting their fight, trying to educate themselves, trying to bring themselves through life. And make it. Why this is important to me is just there's a personal story. I don't know that I'll come out with it all on air, but a personal story that has brought me to this cancer in the family that has allowed me to really empathize with that situation and want to support people who are going through it.
So speaking of it's not just people with myself. I've been blessed that I have not had to go through it, but I've had many family members who have. So as in your situation, you're saying it was a family member? that it went through it, or have you gone through it?
No. It was my father who went through it. You know, of course, very close with him, but just seeing that struggle, you know, and just getting really close to understanding that struggle and wanting to help people that are also going through that to continue with their lives and find that strength, and find that power and get that support, because it really does take a lot of support to go through cancer.
And I have to say that I know that when I know she gets Jazzy Georgia, she's gone through it and her family was there for her. So there's a lot of people who maybe who have gone through this, they don't have that family, but they want to continue their education and they want to go back to school, but they don't have the funds. So that's why Danny wants to be sure, and the team and the board members, we want to make a difference. So that's why we're here tonight, is that we want to be your family. We want to make a difference. So if you were to say like one thing about what's the most important reason why you think somebody should come down here or go to My Hometown Heroes and make a donation, what would it be?
Because you care about all people and you understand that sometimes we hit struggles in life, and you know, helping hand makes all the difference.
So it's like my campaign, Together We're One Heart. So let me show you. I've got my Together We Are One Heart, and as a sponsor of the event, instead of About Town Deb, I'm Together We're One Heart, because I feel like if together we all donate a little bit, or we don't, it's not even about the money, it's about your time. Like if you come down here, or you just, I mean, to give somebody a smile, to give somebody a elbow up, to say some hope, some kind. So Jazzy Georgia wore her hat today, says, be kind. So being kind means a lot of different things. It's being kind with giving. It's being kind with compassion. It's being kind to your mom and dad. It's being kind to open a door for somebody. So we really want it all here. So we want to thank you so much, Brian, for being here and sharing a little bit. And I think we got somebody else coming up to share a little bit as well. So let's see who's coming up next. So thank you, Brian. So I don't know who's coming up. So it's About Town Deb on the rush hour. So you know what? Come on up, you both of you, and tell us your names and why you're here and why it's so. Come on up, right here. Get right by the mic and tell us like why this is so important to you and why you're here. And you must be a board member, right? So you go first here. So tell me your name again.
Kevin Carroll.
Kevin Carroll, and
board member for Hometown Heroes, and my daughter Haley, who will introduce herself, is a cancer survivor and a scholarship recipient.
So Haley, number one, I want to say we're so grateful that you're a survivor.
Thank you.
And we're grateful you're here. So tell us why this was important to you, and it's so nice that your dad is here with you.
So for the last 4 years, My Hometown Heroes has given me scholarships to help me get through nursing school. I want to be a pediatric oncology nurse. And then my dad serving on the board has helped me get more involved with My Hometown Heroes as well, and just giving back to everything that they have given me and other cancer survivors.
Well, I know my dad is watching down from up there at Papa Tony, but I know that my dad and I had a special bond, and I don't want to cry. I love to see that you're here with your dad and that you as a young adult have decided to give back and reach out and continue giving since you were given to. So Dad, how does it make you feel to be able to stand here next to your beautiful daughter, knowing that she's in remission? I'm taking it. And are you going to nursing school or have you finished nursing school?
I am in nursing school. I graduate in December.
So tell us how this makes you, I know it makes you prouder than anything, but just share a little bit about your heart right now.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm so proud of Haley. She's been through so much. It was about 5 years ago when she was diagnosed. It was a very rough 6 months, but seeing her now going to be graduating from college and nursing school, I can't be prouder of her. And her giving back to children who are struggling with cancer because she's lived it and she's experienced it. And then to My Hometown Heroes for helping her achieve her dreams.
So I don't know if this is too much to ask. What were your emotions when you first found out? And then when you realize there was an organization like My Hometown Heroes, and I know we have Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, which of course I'm going to shout out to them because I love them. So I figure it's a good time because you mentioned that. So tell us what they both have done for you and how they brought your heart and soul together. And Doug's still here. We're talking about Children's Cancer Foundation now too, so go ahead.
So first, my emotions when I was first diagnosed, I was really just in shock, like wondering how this could happen to me. Was I going to survive? I was in my senior year of high school, so just missing out on everything with that. And then I had my treatment in San Francisco, so we had to travel for that. So during that time, the Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation was super supportive. They paid our travel expenses, paid medical bills, were there emotionally for me and my family. And still to this day, I know I can go to them for anything. And then My Hometown Heroes, when I found out about them, it was right when I was applying to college, stressed about finances with medical bills and with school. So just having that support and getting me through college meant so much to help me achieve my dreams.
Well, I got to say, sitting here, I am so honored and so proud because I support both those organizations. So for me to be here, and we have Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation is here with Alicia's here, and we got Danny here. And it shows what we all can do as a community when we bond, when we together, we're one heart, bring it in my campaign. I feel like together we can make a difference. And if families stick together and honor your mom and dad, your aunt, your grandparents, your neighbors, show that together we can get through anything. And you're through this, and you're gonna help so many. Are you more pediatric, or you?
Yeah, I want to do pediatrics.
So you're gonna be that shining light when another child gets that diagnosis. You're gonna be there, and then you're gonna go home and tell your dad, guess what?
Yes.
I got to make a difference today. So, I look at you both, and it just makes my heart smile. Because I can see the love and the compassion and the kindness, like George's hat, be kind. And I think that we all need to realize that we're all going through something every single day. So please remember that. So we're going to take another break. And so stay tuned. It is About Town Deb, special My Hometown Heroes. Thank you, Rush Hour, for letting us take over your hour. So we appreciate you. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back. We'll be right back. It's About Town Deb on the Rush Hour. Stay tuned.
Hey, all you entrepreneurs out there. Whether you have a small business or work from home, LaRue Press offers a virtual office and business address for all your business needs. Located at 280 Gregg Street, Suite 10, LaRue Press is your personal assistant for friendly all-day service. Need a conference room to meet with clients? You got it. With LaRue Press, you also get phone answering service, mail forwarding, package pickup, and even help branding your business. Call LaRue Press at 849-3814 or go online to lrpnv.com.
Social Security is with you through life's journey from birth to retirement. As your life changes year to year, so do your needs. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped to meet your needs and is committed to improving access to the services that make a difference in your life. Today, you can verify your earnings, estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, manage your benefits, and even change your address, all from the comfort of your home. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense. I know I need to pay attention to my health, but I just can't seem to find the time. Between rushing to work and taking care of the kids, there's not much time left over for me. So I decided to start small by eating more fruits and vegetables and being more active. And then I got the family to make some changes too. We started by keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter, and I limit the amount of sweet snacks I keep in the house. I've also found some creative ways to add more vegetables to our meals. We're taking more walks, and on the weekends, we head down to the pool at the rec center. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. You don't have to change your entire life to be healthier. Just make some simple changes and include your family. You'll see how easy and fun it can be.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
3, 2, 1. Oh no. Which button am I?
When every second counts, you can't wing it.
Guys, a little help up here?
In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So make a family home fire escape plan. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year so everyone knows what to do when they hear. Prepare your family at ready.gov/fire drill. Brought to you by FEMA, the Ad Council, and Make Safe Happen.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now, back to the show.
I don't even know what segment it is. Welcome back. So, I got to tell you guys, we are here representing Doug Hunter is back. Danny's out schmoozing and thanking everybody. We want to thank the Rush Hour for donating their hour and extending About Town Deb. We are at Engine 8 Urban Winery in Sparks, Nevada. We want to thank Wendy and Mike and then I'm going to let Doug take over because before this event or before this celebration, we had my Hometown Heroes passport, and there's a lot of local restaurants that supported us. So I'm going to let Doug say thank you to them, and we really would love you to go check them out. So Doug, this is all you.
We have some venue partners with Heroes Night Out that have taken our passports and added some things. So I just want to recognize all of them if you could. Cherry Bomb Catering, who right now is over at Pinion, giving out pulled pork sliders, and they're good.
I want one.
Dorinda's Chocolates, I know they're right on the counter over there.
I want one.
Engine 8 Urban Winery, obviously that's where we are right now. Please come down. With your passport, it's a free glass of wine and 20% off the rest of the night. Glory Cloud Coffee, Old Granite Street Eatery.
I'm going to let Doug take over for a minute.
Great Basin Brewery, Imbibe, Ari Chu's Mexican Red Kitchen, Midtown Eats, Noble Pie Pizza Parlor, Picnic, Pinion Bottle Co., and the Squeeze In. Again, we are here for a great cause. Tonight is an event that last year was huge and the place was packed. We raised a lot of money. This year we can't do the same. Nothing's the same as things were last year. And we're okay with that. Spread everyone out. We're inside, we're outside, in all three locations. Everything happens. And we have plenty of room for you. So come on down here to Victorian Square. Like I said earlier, Deb, there's a ton of parking. There's over 800 parking spots in the garage right next to the movie theater here in Victorian Square. We got plenty of room for you. We got plenty of time for you. So come on down. But right now, I do want to introduce someone. This is one of our great partners that we had just this week. And I believe she is here with United Federal Credit Union. This is Meredith. And Meredith, has been a great partner of ours this year. And if I could.
Come on up, Meredith. Come on up right here. So
she didn't know she was going to be on.
She didn't know.
She just walked right into it. Come on up.
So as Doug said, we would love to know why it's so important that you're a part of this. And number one, we want to thank you for being a part of it and being here tonight and being a contributor and being a part of Fund a Future. So tell us a little bit about why you guys are a part of this. Go ahead. Talk to our audience.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. United Federal Credit Union, we are very proud to sponsor these types of events. And now more than ever, it's just, you really feel it that we're strongest when we're helping each other out, And so as a credit union, if we can help our community and impact lives, it's better for all of us. And that's always been our mission and our values. But this year, even more so, trying to utilize what we have that we can give back, even more so now than ever.
Well, I do know that with everything we're going through, there's so many people that are struggling and confused and don't know what to do. And to know that we have leaders in the community and businesses that are here. So if somebody has a problem or needs some advice on banking or financial, how do they get a hold of you?
Oh, they can go to any of our 9 locations. We have 2 in Carson City. Okay. We've got one inside the Walmart on Kitsky that's open 6 days a week until 7 o'clock at night. So we have a lot of small business owners that come after hours because they're working and they're busy. We have locations in Northwest, Sparks, Reno, any of our locations.
So where are you in Northwest Reno?
We are right off of Robb Drive.
Are you in Safeway?
We're on the corner of Charlotte and
I know right where that is, yes.
Big sign right on the corner, right by the Starbucks and the hotel.
So
there.
you're here for the local community.
We are, absolutely.
And that's why you're here tonight.
We are, to support local community, try and improve lives as much as we can. And, when we see a good cause, we definitely want to support.
Well, we want to tell you, I'm just going to, you know what we're going to give her? We're going to give you a Together We Are One Heart Band. So this is an About Town Deb campaign, and it's to say that we are together. And you guys you have stepped up. And you've joined hands and hearts to make a difference. So we want to thank you.
Absolutely.
And whatever we can do to help you, we're here for you as well.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you to everybody that's supported the cause as well, whether it's virtually or here tonight. So appreciate it.
So you could go to My Hometown Heroes, and I'm sure there's a spot you can make a donation. Or if you see something that you really want to bid on, you can text About Town Deb or Danny or Doug if you know us, and we will put your name on that bid sheet just so you know. So thank you again. We are so grateful that you're here.
We'll wear this with pride.
Wear it with pride. Together we're one heart. So let's continue back to Doug. So what's up next, Mr. Doug?
Well, so I was just next door at Chewy's.
Yes, the tacos.
The tacos are flowing like wine.
No, I already had one. I'm going to sneak over there.
They're really, really good. People are really starting to get here. But remember, there's plenty of room here. There's Pete Parker. Hey, Pete.
I know. I just saw Pete Parker. Our Superman is here.
Our Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. See, I don't know. Football, baseball, basketball, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. I don't know.
There's plenty of room for you down here. Whether you're Kenyon, Engine 8, or at Chewy's, there's plenty of room down here, both inside and out. Bring a mask if you'd like. Make sure that you have your mask at all times. And there's a lot going on here at Engine 8. We have silent auction. Things are starting to go. There's a Dr. J, New Jersey, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Joe Montana, and a Mickey Mantle. I don't know if you looked at the...
I need to go look at that one again.
So the Mickey Mantle autograph, it's a poster with his autograph. And I understand that the autograph was a 10 out of 10 rating from the certification.
Wow.
All of these items have certificates of authenticity, and they're ready to go home tonight. And
with you?
Yes.
Or we'll deliver it to you if you want to bid online. Or bid with us and we'll deliver it. We will deliver it to you.
Text us, call us, whatever you want. We'll have you. The band is close to starting outside.
I'm excited.
Things are really happening down here, and the energy's fantastic.
But we also want you to realize, even when this is over, if you have not been to Sparks lately, and you have not been to Victorian Square in a while, because we have been kind of slow and the concerts are, but they're going to start back up next year. But honestly, guys, this is a family area where you can bring your kids and go to the movies and go to Chewy's, or, just take a walk and enjoy your community and come visit us. The Nugget is just right across the street from us.
The Nugget's in full operation. There's a Great Basin Brewery, Packs and Pints.
Oh, I
Lighthouse
love
Coffee is opened up just inside Packs and Pints now.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Lighthouse Coffee is now inside.
I did not know that.
On Victoria Avenue. We still have Cantina Los Tres Hombres. Everyone's still operating. Everyone's still open. If you haven't been to Pietro's Italian restaurant, you're missing out, right?
Oh my gosh. I love pasta, by the way.
Right.
Can I eat it now? Oh,
there's so much going on down here in Sparks. Parking's friendly, the walking's easy. Come on down, enjoy. Really, come down tonight. Come down now. Come see us.
Yes, well, you know what? We'd be honored if you would come down here. Come with your mask. You can order I like the cauliflower crust pizza, and they have the best pizza here. They have this big, cool pizza oven. So you can get pizza here. You can get tacos there. You can get pulled pork at Pinion. So there's so many options for a great dinner, an early dinner, a late dinner. We don't care. We just want you to come down. Great wine, great margaritas, great beer. Or if you just want to come and get a water or soda, we got you covered. Yeah. No matter what you want, we got you covered. It's not about that. It's about telling you that we care about you. We'd love to have you here. And honestly, these items that are up for bid, I know Christmas is just around the corner. And I know my sons would be so excited if mom bid on something like that for their new house.
I did hear my daughter actually has requested that I bid
Which
on
one?
something. I'm not telling
Oh, no, because I'll bid it up. I'm really good at that. So there was a time, I'm just going to throw a little story in here. So I was at St. Albert's Catholic Church has a wine tasting at auction. And we would bid a parking lot. And I was like paying attention. I'm bidding on I don't even go to 10 o'clock mass at the time. I bid on 8 o'clock. The auctioneer goes, stop. You don't even go to 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, sorry, do over. So it's about bidding against each other and getting the bid up and making a difference. So,
right. And again, all of your donations are tax deductible because My Hometown Heroes is a 501c. You can write it off. Why not? Become, a partner in hope here and fund the future.
So can we say a little bit about, we have tell us a teaser and then we'll come back.
Sure. Fund the Future is a new program we're just launching tonight where you can do a monthly donation anywhere from $5 to $500 a month. It'll come right out of your credit card. It's done. And what that'll do is it'll give us the opportunity to give scholarships every month, not twice a year, but
every month.
That's what we want. We need your help for this.
We totally want you to do that. So honestly, guys, come on down if you're in the area. If you're visiting and you happen to be on my page, come on down. Come say hi to us. Bid on some items. Have some great wine. Have a margarita. Have some tacos. Have pulled pork. We got lots of food. We got lots of good beverages. And we have lots of items you can bid on. And just for the fact that just come say hello and be out and just hang out with us. We miss you.
We would love to see you. That's the last 5-6 months we haven't been able to see each other. We would love to have you here just to say hi, even if it's from 6 feet away. I want to say hi.
Yeah. So it's going to be time for a break again. We will be back. It is About Town Deb, Doug Hunter. Thank you, Kelly Rush, again for Rush Hour for giving us this opportunity. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. America Matters Media, About Town Deb.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Patterson. I'm the founder and owner of Nevada Advanced Pain Specialists. At Nevada Advanced Pain Specialists, we take a comprehensive approach to treating patients with chronic pain in the greater Reno, Tahoe area. We believe in the biopsychosocial model. This means we use multiple disciplines such as massage therapy, physical therapy, behavioral health, and medical treatments to treat your chronic pain. A plan of care is tailor-made for each individual patient. We always recommend conservative care first, but offer minimally invasive treatments when necessary. We are your one-stop shop. If it hurts, we can help. We pride ourselves in providing passionate care and making you feel welcome and understood. We are located in Reno and in Sparks, so give us a call to schedule a new patient consult at 284-8650. Again, that's 284-8650. Or visit our website at nvadvancedpain.com. We hope you choose Nevada Advanced Pain Specialists to be your center for injury rehabilitation. nvadvancedpain.com, 284-8650.
Hi, this is Eddie Floyd. Let me tell you about my favorite non-profit public charity, Wainima Wild Horse Sanctuary, located on the Forsyth Ranch in Hallelujah Junction area. And please go to www.wainimaranch.com. That's WYNEMA ranch.com.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with a sun protection factor, or SPF, of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. UVA rays age the skin, UVB rays burn, and both cause cancer. But the perfect sunscreen doesn't count if you use it wrong. Don't need sunscreen on a cloudy day? Wrong. 80% of UV rays still get through the haze. Only use sunscreen at the beach? Nope. Anytime you're outside, UV rays attack the skin, so you need protection. And you have to reapply sunscreen every 2 hours. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Are you shy and don't want to talk on the air? Text us your questions or comments to 775-237-2266. Now back to the show.
And we're back. It's About Town Deb. I know, and Doug Hunter's here, my Hometown Hero special. I know it's really loud. Forgive us, but this just means that we're here to make a difference for cancer survivors. And we want to thank some of our amazing sponsors. So Doug is going to introduce to you one of our amazing sponsors who wants to say a few words. So I'm going to sit down and let Doug take over.
Thanks, Deb. I thought the show was About Town Doug.
About Town Doug, yeah! I'm going to take a break for a moment.
My granddaughter just got here.
You have a granddaughter?
Yeah, she's over there.
Oh, a granddaughter. Oh my gosh, how exciting.
I know.
So I'm going to let you take over.
Listen, one of our great partners, and I believe he started last year with us as a partner with us here at My Hometown Heroes, is a local guy, very big in the community, good guy. If I could introduce you to Jesse Coulter with Jesse Coulter Law. Come on in, Jess.
Hey everyone, nice to be here.
Thanks, Jess. If you could just tell us, why you're involved with My Hometown Heroes and what it means to you.
This is actually very personal to me. I myself am a cancer survivor. You probably didn't know that, but had a neuroblastoma as a baby and went through chemotherapy and actually pulled through. So nice. This holds a special thing in my heart, and I'm proud to be involved with it for the last couple of years.
Where's my granddaughter? Wow. This is Adley. She's a little camera shy. So, Jess, you don't remember that?
I have no recollection of that. Obviously, it was very tough on my parents, but...
Yeah, what was it like for your family?
Well, back in the late 70s, the cancer medicine and breakthroughs that we have today weren't there, so it was incredibly scary, and didn't think I would pull through, but I did. So now if I can get back to other survivors that have pulled through, I'm proud to do it, and it's great to be a part of this.
Do you think it was really hard financially on your folks?
Yeah, I think it was hard financially on them. I think emotionally on them, and it's no one expects for that to happen,
right?
And no one's really prepared for it.
Right. Well, Jesse, you're big in our community. You're big in business here. We thank you for being here. If you get in trouble or you just need legal advice, please call Jesse Coulter, Jesse Coulter Law. This guy knows what he's doing.
Right. Or estate planning now. We're doing that too.
Nice.
So, Wills or trust. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jesse.
I have a question.
Oh.
I have a question. About Town Deb is back. So you said wills and trusts. Do you also do any other kind of law, like foreclosures or bankruptcies or anything like that?
No, we strictly
Just
do
estate.
criminal defense, DUI, and wills and trusts and car accidents.
Okay, I just want to know. You never, not that I need to know that. I'm just asking.
Of course you are.
But we do want to thank you for your support of me.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Thanks for having me on. Take care, everybody.
Welcome.
Thanks, Jesse.
Wow. So,
Debbie, this is Adley. This is my granddaughter.
Grandpa, look
Well,
at you.
I know.
This is so gorgeous.
I was dreading it when she was in the oven. But
now you're like
the minute she came out, she's my little buddy. She's the best ever.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, I know you've shared it before, but this is a whole nother hour. So tell us again why you are a part of this. And if you feel like sharing any of your tidbits, feel free to.
Yeah, well, I got in this honestly because Danny forced me.
He got me too.
Yeah, Danny has been a friend of mine for a long time. Like I said, we were fraternity brothers. We have been, had a lot of fun together. And I was there when Danny got diagnosed. From that, well, I should say I was there. I remember when Danny got diagnosed. And it meant a lot to me to have a fraternity brother that, I could support, even before my Hometown Heroes. When Danny told me he was starting my Hometown Heroes and then asked me subsequently to be on the board, I felt it just a great honor. Because, I've lost people like Maddie. We talked about Maddie Watkins, who was the daughter of my college roommate. She passed away when she was 9 from glioblastoma. She didn't get the chance to go to college, but all the survivors that we have today, and again, the survivorship keeps going up. So we know how difficult it is for those families, and I want myself to be able to go up. I do want to mention that tonight I'm going to be asking everyone here to open their wallets, and just like last year, I will match any $10,000 donation.
You will?
I will personally match a $10,000 donation.
Doug, thank you.
Again, because that just means 10 more scholarships. We're here to help. There's a lot of things we can do, and my Hometown Heroes is about celebrating your milestones, and tonight's a great milestone that we get to have Heroes Night Out for the second year in a row.
It was pretty incredible last year. It was. I know we don't have as many people physically here because we're respecting that. But if you're listening and you want to make a donation, please reach out to us. Go to My Hometown Heroes on their website. Call Doug, myself, Danny, whatever you need to do. Every little bit will help. And I'm so excited. I think Fund the Future is going to be amazing for us.
This literally is our future. And if you can't come down tonight, go to myhometownheroes.org and take a look. There's a donate right now button. You can hit that in less than a minute. You can either join Fund the Future or make a one-time donation that we can turn into education for someone else who needs it.
And it's okay if it's one time.
Yep.
I mean, I want people, because I know sometimes I go on these and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do more. But it's okay if you can only do one time. We all have a limited amount of funds. And even if you can't contribute financially, but you want to be on the board, you want to volunteer, you have a story to tell, please reach out to us on any of our Facebook pages. We would love to hear your story, and we just want to make a difference.
You know what? That's a really good point. Every community, nonprofit needs volunteers.
Yes.
We can't do these events without volunteers, without just people to carry signs and help out. We need that on a daily basis. So please, if you can't give the $5,
and that's
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Just give me your time.
And you know, time is so valuable.
It is.
It's like Doug is crazy busy. We're all trying to maneuver around this, and we all have families and we have jobs, and we all want to give back every day. But you have to like sometimes just say, okay, do I have an hour this week? Do I have a half hour? Can I make some phone calls? Can I, like, literally, like when Daddy was coming in with all his stuff, Chris Holloman, we got to give a shout out to Chris Holloman, photographer. He was here early before any of us, and he saw Danny walking. Can I carry that for you? I mean, he literally, carrying a box of stuff is important.
Yes, it really is.
We need your muscles.
We need your help. We need your time. We need whatever you bring to the table. Like, Deb does a great job, right? She's got About Town Deb, and she's on American Matters. She's giving her time to our community. Well, for this event, she's donated her time. She's also gone to some great El Dorado wineries and put this great basket together to give away to all the VIP passport holders tonight.
And I think that it's really, whatever your expertise is, like Doug is a great connector like I am. So Doug was able to reach out and say, hey, I need some silent auction items. Danny said, hey, I need a big wine basket with tastings and winery stuff. And I'm like, I could do that. Yep. Like, I could do that. Now, if you would have asked me to be a chef and cook up a meal, I couldn't do that. But I could go get a discount and purchase wine and donate it. So whatever you have or whatever you want to do, like I say, whether it's making phone calls, stuffing envelopes, setting up for an event, whatever it is, it's important. We can't do it without that.
No nonprofit can.
No, they can't.
No, we can't function without volunteers. We can't function without people who care and want to make a difference.
So I know that I think George is trying to keep us on task. At the top of the hour, we are going to have 2 videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so it's getting, I can't believe it is almost that time. So we have 2 videos we would love you to watch. And I think it's going to tell a story about us, or is it a survivor? Do you know?
I know one's a survivor.
Okay.
One's a recipient. I don't know the other.
So
I know I get to go outside.
So
and
he's
talk to
going to go
everybody.
out there, and I'm going to stay on until we come back. And then I'll stay on for another segment to say thank you and do a few more shout outs. And I may bring somebody else up while Doug is out there. And I'll give a little bit more thank yous to all of our sponsors. But I want to thank, since Doug is right here, I want to thank Doug for all the years he supported Danny and my hometown heroes, and for also supporting this whole region and the area, and UNR. And I know that Doug is there on any event in our local community, and so thank you. So stay tuned. We're not going away. Please watch the next 2 videos. When we come back from that break, we'll give a few more thank yous, and we may have a surprise guest for you. So it's About Town Deb. Thank you, Engine 8 Urban Winery. Thank you, all of our sponsors. Don't go away. Please stay tuned for the videos after the commercial. We'll be right back. It is Doug Hunter, About Town Deb. Danny is out there making things happen,
And if you want to come down, it's not too late.
It's not too late.
1240 Avenue of the Oaks in Sparks.
And the music plays till how long?
Gary, I think we're here till 9.
So I'm here till 9. So come say hi.
The music is
Give me
going
an
right now.
elbow. Give us an elbow bump.
We have live music
I'll put my mask on when I'm out there, but right now we're in the little corner. It's just us, so we're good. So About Town Deb, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you, Doug. Go make some magic happen out
Thanks,
there.
Doug. Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
All right, crew, let's get her dug.
Honey, you want to give me a hand? I'm planting that tree, remember?
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. This includes natural gas and petroleum pipelines, electric, communication cables, and water and sewer lines. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
This is America Matters Media Radio, heard worldwide on the web at americamatters.us and on KCKQ 1180 AM, Reno.
USA Radio News with Wendy King.
Hurricane Sally slammed an area from West Tallahassee, Florida to Mobile Bay, Alabama.
The flooded streets had all of the water coming up through the sewer, right? Through the manhole covers and all that. So that was alarming.
It's now weakened into a tropical storm. Residents in Mobile had a lot of trouble with debris as the storm slowly crept through town for hours.
We had strong winds for a long period of time. Instead of just for a few hours, it was for 12 hours.
Hundreds of thousands of people in the region are without power. Pieces of the new 3-mile bridge in Pensacola, Florida, have been washed away. WRKG-TV's Daniel Smithson is there.
The storm surge has washed up underneath the bridge. Around the corner, there's a whole ton of debris that's actually kind of blocking this storm surge from going up further.
This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
Your products are great, absolutely. General aches and pains I have because I work outside a lot, gone. It's almost magic. It's almost too good to be true, but it is. It's very true. Dr. Howard's done a fantastic service by creating this.
I work in healthcare, and I haven't gotten even a runny nose. I'm walking more. I'm exercising more. I'm doing more yoga. I'm pretty convinced that this is something to do with it. And you know what? I will never be without it because this was painless and easy. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
President Trump says a COVID-19 vaccine will soon be available. Earlier, Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany said they were on track.
We do believe that it will be widely available by the end of the year. It's why we partnered with Sanofi, GSK, Pfizer, and now Johnson & Johnson with $1 billion contracts to manufacture 100 million doses. So we still feel that we're on the right timeline.
The president said the fatality rate has fallen 85% since April. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden again is criticizing the administration's response to the virus. He went after the president for remarks he made Tuesday to ABC News, where he said he wouldn't do anything differently.
He reported 1,000 deaths on Friday, and the very same day, Canada reported that not one person died of COVID-19 in Canada. Trump wouldn't have done anything differently?
Biden said the president's first responsibility is to protect the American people, and he said President Trump won't do that. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here are some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled youmove.com.
Even as Hurricane Sally pummels the Gulf Coast, Hurricane Teddy is rapidly intensifying, and forecasters expect the storm to reach major status in the coming days. The National Hurricane Center issued an advisory that Teddy had maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. The larger swells generated by Teddy are spreading westward to the Greater Antilles. They expect to reach the Bahamas and Bermudas by Friday. Post-tropical storm Paulette is fading in the North Atlantic, and tropical storm Vicky isn't expected to last long before dissipating. Barbados Governor General Sandra Mason said her Caribbean island nation has decided to remove Britain's Queen Elizabeth II as its head of state and declare itself a republic. Barbados, a tourist destination in the eastern Caribbean 700 miles off the Venezuela coast, won independence from Britain in 1966, but has remained a British Commonwealth realm. In an address, Mason said in Barbados Senate chamber that it's time to shed their colonial past. Having attained independence over half a century ago, our country can be in no doubt about its capacity for self-governance. 2/3 of Barbados Parliament must approve the change to a republic. Mason said, "It's the government's aim to make the transition by November 2021. That will be in time for the 55th anniversary of Barbados independence." For USA Radio News, I'm Wendy King.
The following is an America Matters Media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
My name is Faye Selton, and I'm a stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor.
My name is Johnny Hartman, and I'm a stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer survivor.
And I'm a survivor of Philadelphia-positive acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Having a support community during cancer treatment makes a world of a difference. Luckily, I had a very, very supportive community and family throughout the course of my treatment, and I really don't think I could have gotten through it without them. Without their love and care, along with the incredible amount of support that I got from my friends, extended family, healthcare team, and community, I would have dreaded waking up every single day.
It's everything. It's so important to have a support system behind you. I wanted to be strong for everyone and to show them that my treatment wasn't going to bring me down and that my diagnosis wasn't going to bring me down. But when it was important to be vulnerable, it was great knowing that someone was there to catch me when I fell.
Having a supportive community literally meant everything to me during my cancer battle. The town of Fresno came together to host multiple blood and marrow drives. Through that, we hope to find a bone marrow donor, and to this date, we've kept that blood drive going. It has become one of the largest in the state. Without the support of the community and the amount of support that was lended to my family would have made going through treatment almost impossible, really.
The first life lesson that I learned through my cancer journey is to always be an advocate for yourself. I think one of the most important things I learned is it's not selfish to look out for yourself, and it's okay to ask questions to your physicians to make sure that you're getting the proper care. Number 2 is there's always something to be grateful for. This is something I think about every single day. And then 3 is that life is simply too short to take a single day for granted. I'm a very firm believer now of living in the moment, and I always strive to keep a positive attitude. And I know it's not always easy to do, but I try to find joy in every single thing that I do. In the back of my mind, I always remember that I was lucky enough to be given a second chance with life, which is something that not very many people get to say.
Number 1 is positivity is just as important as the medications and chemotherapy and potentially radiation that you are going through. Number 2 is that nothing will ever be as hard as treatment. And number 3 is find a silver lining. in every situation that you find yourself in because it makes being a patient a lot easier.
Cancer has taught me a lot over the years for sure. What it's really taught me is to be patient. Sometimes medicine isn't going to work overnight. Resilience is by far your best friend going through cancer treatment. You got to be able to be strong both mentally and physically if you really want to overcome the odds and really beat your disease. And the third thing is just love, because the amount of support from the people around you is what really gets you through your cancer.
Receiving scholarship money to help me achieve my academic goals means absolutely everything to me. After treatment, money has been very tight, especially when it comes to paying tuition. And because of this, I've had to fund nearly 100% of my tuition with scholarship money and student loans. So receiving scholarship money has helped me to be able to reduce this loan amount by at least a little bit and help me afford things like textbooks and equipment that I need for my classes. And without this support of scholarship money, I definitely would not be able to pursue my dream of becoming a doctor.
It means the world to me. It helps me understand that my journey is far in the distance and that I'm back on track and I'm soon to achieve my pre-diagnosis goals.
This means everything, truly. I've always wanted to go to school to become an ER doctor, work in emergency medicine. What really inspired me to do that was my cancer battle. But funding after a cancer treatment has just been such a burden on my family. I ended up finding a home here at Fresno State, and it was through organizations like My Hometown Heroes that my education is possible.
When I founded My Hometown Heroes, it was to celebrate the community who supported me through my cancer journey. They were my heroes who helped me through the tough times. What began as one scholarship per year has multiplied into over 115 scholarships to young adult cancer survivors from across the country. My Hometown Heroes is grateful for the community who continues to support and grow our mission. We invite you to join our 10-year anniversary in 2020 by celebrating what you're grateful for. Celebrate what you're grateful for. We all go through challenges, but every once in a while it's important to reflect on our journeys to truly appreciate how far we've come. And when you think about what you wish to celebrate, post #celebrate your milestones on your preferred social media platform. Tag us and help us make the next scholarship award possible. Simply visit www.myhometownheroes.org and make a contribution today.
Hi, my name is Garrett Winkmeyer, and I'm a board member here at My Hometown Heroes. The year 2020 signifies a special anniversary here for us at My Hometown Heroes. Not only have we given away $140,000 to over 130 young adult cancer survivors, but our president and founder, Danny Heinsohn, celebrates his 20th year of remission. Although we're a national organization giving scholarships in over 30 different states, Danny and many of our recipients are local battle-born Nevadans. Today, I'd like to share with you some of their stories.
My name is Haley, and I'm a lymphoma survivor.
My name is Curtis Bertosh, and I am a leukemia survivor.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm a Ewing sarcoma survivor.
To celebrate my milestones, we do a lot of different things, but one tradition we have is every year on my cancer-free anniversary, we go to dinner at Olive Garden. My whole family comes. And we do this because when I got the news that I was cancer-free, my mom and grandma and I had just pulled up to the Olive Garden in San Francisco, and like right as we parked, my doctor called us and told us that there is no evidence of disease. So that was like our first celebration. So now we just celebrate that every year.
Celebrating milestones, I feel like I don't actually make a big deal out of a lot of hitting goals that I hit. But to be honest, I think one of the best ways that I like to enjoy celebrating my milestones is by setting new goals. So you hit one goal, that's great. What's next? Because I find that I need to keep myself busy. So once I hit one goal, I'm ready to keep going. What's for next? Maybe take a little break, but I'm ready to go and keep doing more. I think that's one of the best ways to keep yourself moving, keep yourself motivated, just whatever you're passionate about. As soon as you hit a goal, just keep going and strive for the next thing, whatever the next step is.
I haven't had too many milestones since I've been out of treatment, since I've only been done for about 5 months, but every month I've been taking a picture to track my hair growth and see how far I've come with that.
One thing in the world that I would change would be just having people get along, have them appreciate each other and appreciate life. And I would do this by sharing my journey, wanting people to other people to share their journeys as well, just so they can like realize like there are bigger problems in the world than not getting along with somebody, and just appreciate life in the little things.
The one thing that I wish I could change about the world, and I don't know whether the best way we could really even do this, is I feel like there's this, I don't know if stigma is the right word, but kind of a taboo around cancer. You know, everyone obviously knows what it is, but like when I first went back to school, everyone knew. I was wearing a hat to school because I still had no hair, but everyone knew. But no one wants to say anything or acknowledge it. It becomes this taboo thing that everyone tiptoes around. And you can tell that everybody wants to ask questions, and I don't care. I'd love to answer people's questions, but it's just something I wish that people didn't kind of make so taboo and so awkward to talk about. Because it's probably one of the best ways when you're going through it is to talk about how you feel and how things are and how you feel about everything. And when it becomes this thing that no one wants to talk about because they're afraid of offending you or making you sad, it just becomes almost harder, because then you're having to deal with these feelings and experiences more closed off.
When I was first asked this question, I immediately thought, well, I'd just take away all the pain and suffering in the world because everyone would be, happy then. But thinking back on it, if there isn't pain and suffering in the world, then you don't know what is happy. It's all the same. So you have to have some contrast to be able to see what's good in the world.
If I could give my pre-cancer self one piece of advice, it would be to just live life to the fullest. Don't take anything for granted, because you never know when it can change.
If there's one thing that I could tell my pre-cancer self, it would be not to be so afraid to be more involved with friends and such. A lot of people have said it, and it really is true about having a support network. And looking back on my experience, I feel like it would have been a lot easier if I had made better connections with my friends and stayed more in touch and just been more involved doing things I used to do when I could have been, instead of just being so disconnected.
If I could give myself one piece of advice before I got cancer, I'd probably tell myself to be thankful for my health, to not worry about all the trivial things in life, and be thankful that I'm healthy and active, able to go to school normally.
Not only am I a board member here at My Hometown Heroes, but I was a scholarship recipient in 2013. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma during my sophomore year of college when I was 19 years old and just 2 short weeks after my father lost his own battle with cancer. And if I were to give my 19-year-old self a piece of advice, it would be an adapted Mr. Rogers quote that says, "When things are scary, look for those who are helping. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself with." Being born and raised here in Reno, Nevada, I know what it means to be battle-born. And that's why I am so proud of the work that we do here at My Hometown Heroes. For more information about our wonderful scholarship recipients, be sure to follow us on social media with the handle @MyHometownHeroes. And if you are a young adult cancer survivor, we encourage you to apply for our 2021 scholarship. The application period runs from November 2020 through January 2021 and can be found online on our website during this time. If you would like to get more involved with our cause, please visit our website. We are accepting donations year-round, which go directly towards our next round of scholarships. And we also offer additional ways to get involved, from reviewing applications to volunteering at our fundraising events and everything in between.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, "That's rad." It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, "Totally, just shorter." As in, "I totes love going to the mall with Becca." Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, "Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case."
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. I help people solve difficult and trying personal problems every day on my TV show, but there's one problem that just got me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. That's 1 in 5 kids who may not know where their next meal is coming from, despite the fact that there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food out there to feed them all. Now, I don't know about you, but that is unacceptable to me. Luckily, the Feeding America network of good people is out there collecting surplus food and giving hope to hungry children and their families at local food banks all across the country. But let's face it, they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
This overload.
Shannon Lawson here. Join us for the Nevada Radio Roundup, Fridays at 2 p.m. A good news variety show all about the local scene. The Nevada Roundup, Friday at 2.
Want to expand your advertising dollar? Sponsor this or any America Matters program by calling 775-827-8900, extension 2. Now back to the show.
And welcome back. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as we did. We just wanted to share a little bit about what we're about and share some stories. That's what it's about. But we couldn't be here tonight without Wendy and Mike Ross with Engine 8 Urban Winery. Wendy, thank you for hosting us. So say a little bit about why you wanted to be a part of this, because you've been a part of what Danny's been doing. We were here last year, so say a little bit about that.
You know, last year when we got to be a part of this, we were only 6 weeks open.
I know.
And they asked us, and so this was our very first event, like huge event that we got to put together, being brand new into this industry. So that was a lot of fun. And then of course, it's an honor to get to be a part of it again. And we hope that this is a long-lasting relationship.
I think it will be. I think it will be. But I want to say, Wendy, this is like a special place for you, this property. So tell us where we are. I know we don't have a lot of time because I want to bring Kelly Rush in because she loves one of your wines that you're drinking, and she's donated her hour. And I want to thank Christian and Lady J who are back manning the fort. But tell us a little bit about where you're at so they can come visit you.
Yes, so we are on Victorian Avenue next to the Galaxy Theater. Back in the day when there used to be grass before all the construction, this is where we spent our 4th of July as a family, year in and year out for 17 years. And so when this was all taken down and the grass was gone and construction's built, and we ended up being very fortunate and blessed to have the property right here where our winery is, right on the same exact spot where we spent our 4th of July.
So it's all about miracles. It's about having faith. It's about being a community. And Wendy, thank you for supporting not only our community, but About Town Deb as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you. And I'm going to bring in Kelly Rush. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to bring in Kelly Rush because we're going to be running out of time. And I want to thank Danny and Doug and all of our sponsors for being here tonight and making a difference. So go to myhometownheroes.com. Kelly, come on over.
No.
Come on. Who do we have here?
This is Nate.
Come on, Nate. So, Nate, tell us, say hello.
I work in probably the most amazing job that I can. Bosses are very caring, people that have lived in the community forever, and they genuinely care about everyone, and I appreciate them greatly. I'm just
Rockstar server.
We kind of do everything around the.
Your family.
We can hop in the back, go do dishes. We can hop around the bar, pour drinks. Everyone helps everyone around here.
Well, thank you for supporting our community. Thank you. So Kelly, come on up. Thank you guys. We love you. So we're getting down to the end. But when Danny said to me, "Hey, Deb, can you make this happen? Because you're like, I think you can." I'm like, I know who to call. Let me text. And I literally texted Kelly and Christian right away and said, "Hey, can you help us?" And Kelly said, "Yeah." So Kelly Rush, the Rush Hour, thank you for donating your time.
I was happy to do it. Are you kidding me? I love you. I love Danny. I love Engine 8. I love Sparks. I love Chewy's. This had to happen. We made it happen. Even in the midst of COVID, here we are, and events have to take place, and the bars get to open tonight at 11:59. I'm so honored to be here and to have been able to enable this, and I'm just thrilled. So thank you, Deb, for having this and making it happen.
Well, I'm very grateful, and I just saw that Don Abbott with the City of Sparks Council is here. So thank you for being here. And thank you all. We love you. It's About Town Deb, Rush Hour, Kelly Rush. We had Doug. We love you. Bye.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In '05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in '09,